Hey everybody, what's up? My name is Sean Hatzel. I'm a stubborn fat expert for people in their 40s, 50s, or 60s. I've been in the health and fitness industry over 20 years, and today's short, rapid fat loss video, I'm going to talk about the #1 exercise people over 40 should avoid if they want to quickly lose stubborn fat, and how to replace that with a 12-minute metabolic protocol that can potentially help you burn more stubborn fat in just 12 minutes a day than an entire hour of traditional exercise. Now, this is the same exact 12-minute metabolic protocol that I invented several years ago when my wife was diagnosed with colorectal cancer. She was forced into early menopause. The radiation and the chemo treatments pretty much turned her ovaries into raisins. I don't mean to sound insensitive, but she'll be the first one to tell you this. And of course, this wreaked havoc on her hormones, and she accumulated over 20 pounds of upper belly fat. And no matter how hard we tried, we could not get rid of it. I've been in the fitness industry well over 15 years when I had met her, and this was very frustrating to me that all the methods that I had used for years with my clients simply were not working on her because of her current hormonal condition. So I went back to the drawing board, and I actually introduced her to a 12-minute metabolic protocol that I used way back in 1998 when I was only 28 years old. I used it to lose my last 10 pounds of stubborn fat to get ready for a photo shoot for a body transformation contest that I was doing where I placed first runner-up grand champion. You can see my after photos here. I was young, I was muscular, I was ripped. You know, those last 10 pounds wouldn't come off, and then I used this 12-minute metabolic protocol, and it got rid of the stubborn fat. See, it's pretty easy to lose the first 5 to 10 pounds of fat, but after that, it gets a little more difficult. You have to come up with more of a unique strategy. So I introduced this to my wife, and fast forward 10 weeks later, she was 22 pounds lighter. So we started doing more research, and we created an entire system based on this 12-minute protocol. It's called the Over 40 Absolution. You can find it at the link around this video. You'll read all about my wife's inspiring story. And now she lost 22 pounds of stubborn fat using this 12-minute metabolic protocol. Now, before I sign off and before you click the link around this video, let me quickly talk about some of the science behind this. So the first thing that you need to understand is that research shows that when you use this 12-minute metabolic protocol that uses specific rest periods, movement patterns, and intensity levels that are designed for the current hormonal condition of people over 40 years old, it can elevate the metabolic rate for 38 to 48 hours afterwards. It can increase growth hormone 400 to 700%. This is huge if you're over 35, because after 35 years old, growth hormone levels plummet dramatically inside the body. This is a condition known as somatopause. The 12-minute metabolic protocol found inside my Over 40 Absolution system can help you overcome this aging and hormonal challenge. Now, I've also created something called a hormone optimization diet that you can use with my 12-minute metabolic protocols, specifically designed to help people in their 40s, 50s, or 60s optimize hormones with their food intake and getting their diet to work in synergy with my 12-minute metabolic protocol. Now, there was another recent study that was just published back in 2016, and I was just reading about it. They took a group of exercisers, divided them into half. One group did 45-minute sessions 5 days of the week, and the other group did 10-minute sessions 5 days of the week, using the movement patterns and the intensity levels and the rest periods that I recommend inside my system. And what they found, I was reading here what they found afterwards, is that both groups lost body fat, the same amount of body fat. But keep in mind, you know, the 10-minute group was exercising about 1/3 as much as the long duration group. Now, more importantly, the short interval group improved insulin sensitivity more than the long duration group, and the short session group also improved respiratory fitness and muscle mitochondrial content than the longer session group. What does this really mean? This means more fat loss, and it means more hormone optimization for people in their 40s, 50s, or 60s. So hopefully you got something out of this video. If you did, click the like button, share it. If you want to know the #1 exercise to avoid if you're over 40 years old, click the link somewhere around this video, depending on the device that you're watching. Go over to my website, and right at the top of it, you're going to see 4 published studies showing you the #1 exercise people over 40 should avoid and how it can damage the metabolism by suppressing the thyroid, releasing cortisol, which is also known as a stress hormone, releasing more free radicals, and increasing hunger. So thanks for watching this, and keep going strong.